well done. Keep pushing.
Good afternoon. We are in a warm, oh that's pretty. We are in, oh, meant to go right. We are in a warm and dry, but rather cloudy Killarney. Pretty much nearly as far south on the island of Ireland as you can go. So we drove down yesterday afternoon from home up in Northern Ireland. We're down in Killarney in the Kerry Mountains for the Lighthapta Tour Ireland. So Lighthapta Tour Ireland it's an official licensed Tour de France event, which we are cycling tomorrow. Really excited to do it. So yeah, an official Tour de France event on closed or mostly closed roads. I've never actually cycled a closed road event before. I was meant to back when the Giro d'Italia came to Northern Ireland. There was a closed road sportive happened for a few years after that, but unfortunately I broke my wrist while I was training for it and then never managed to do the event. So yeah, excited to do this closed road Lighthapta Tour event tomorrow. For now we are just out to stretch the legs after our 5.5 hour drive yesterday and just loosen up the legs a little bit around the beautiful Killarney National Park. Yeah, so that's the plan for today. A nice little zone 1, zone 2, very gentle 20-mile spin today. We're not on closed roads today. The roads are not closed today, so we will be on the road today. But right now we're on like just a bike path through Killarney National Park. So I'm down here with Ryan. He's behind me, and Philip is on his way down at the minute. So yeah. Oh, this is cool. Ross Castle. I did bring my drone with me, but you're not allowed to fly it in Killarney National Park, so no drone footage in this video. Sorry. Tarmac path has descended into a gravel ride, which is fine for me because I'm on my 32mm tyres on the canyon, but Ryan back there is on his nice new Rebel with what are you on, like 28mm tyres, Ryan? 28? Ah, it's fine. It's fine gravel. It's very fine gravel. It's just like a bike path. It's fine. It is stunningly beautiful down here. It's a bit murky and grey, very overcast, so if this was sunny it would just be even more amazing. Today what we're doing, we're just coming up this, this is Muckross Lake, Muckross Loch Muckross, I don't know, but we're just doing a little loop of this today and then back into Killarney, and then when we go back into Killarney the registration for tomorrow's ride opens this afternoon, so we can go in and get registered, pick up our kind of pack and everything. So we'll head back round this loch and up into Killarney to get our registration pack. Tomorrow's ride basically takes us along that side of this loch and up through the mountains and away round and up through these mountains behind me. So I think tomorrow's ride is 135 kilometers, so about 85 miles, 5,500 feet of elevation, and there's two main passes that we're doing, or two main climbs. First climb we'll be doing is Molls Gap. It's about 9 miles long and about 800 feet of elevation. And the second main climb is Ballaghbeama Gap. It's about 4 miles long and 600 feet of elevation. So really looking forward to it. Like I say, 85 miles, closed roads, or mostly closed roads. And the weather forecast so far is looking like it's going to be no wind and about 18 to 20 degrees. Cloudy, so probably like today, but yeah, to be honest, for an outdoor event, for a cycling event in Ireland, 18 degrees and cloudy and not windy, I absolutely will take that. Okay, we're gonna head on round the lake and head to the event park, pick up our registration packs and have a little look at the vendors and the stands and the stalls and stuff that are there. Now you come to Killarney and you meet somebody from Antrim.
Superstar.
Hi Roy, how's it going? Okay, we have done our little 20-mile easy spin just around Killarney. We have registered for the event tomorrow and I've got my pack in here, and we met Dan Martin, which is quite cool. I'll stick a photo in. Had a wee chat with Dan Martin, who is riding the event tomorrow. He's saying tomorrow's ride of 135 kilometers will be the longest ride he has done since he's retired. So, but yeah, no, it's cool to, not every day you get to chat to a former Tour de France riding professional rider, so that was quite cool. Yeah, so then we've had I wouldn't say a well-deserved pint, but we stopped for a pint, and now we're going to head back to the hotel, get our bike gear ready, have some pasta to carb load for tomorrow's event, and yeah, then tackle the ride tomorrow. So I will leave it here for today, and I'll pick up with you guys 7:30 tomorrow morning, the start line of L'étape de Tour Ireland. Good morning. It is 7:30 on Saturday morning, and we are up at the start line for L'étape de Tour Ireland, and we are in the, I don't know, the 20 to 25 kilometer pen, and we reckon that's probably our time. So our average speed. So they're setting people off obviously in different speed groups, but there's thousands of cyclists here. It's actually incredible. Really looking forward to just getting on the road, getting going. Our first climb up Molls Gap, kind of about 800 feet, comes at 5 miles in, so I need to get the legs stretched out in those 5 miles, and we'll soon warm up on that first climb. Because it is like an official sort of Tour de France licensed event, there's There's a couple of KOM sections on the climbs. There's our one sprint section, and you can, you know, get the points jersey and the KOM jersey, polka dot jersey. I am absolutely not going to try and get any of those jerseys. I'm not racing it today. I'm just going to cruise around and enjoy the day. But yeah, it should be a good day out. The weather's not amazing, but do you know what? It's dry, it's warm, it's not going to be windy, so I'll take that. Even if it's not sunny, I'll take that. It's dry, it's warm. Yeah, looking forward to a good day out. So come along, I'll take you along with me, and we'll see how the day goes. And we're off, 135 Ks. Let's go. Us on to the start of the first climb now, up to Molls Gap. We lost Philip, he's away on already. I'm in the middle, Ryan's behind. Today on the descent, and the sun has come out. Happy days. Ireland's class when it's actually sunny. So 37 miles in, and I've stopped at the kind of the feed station here. Some food, get my water bottle refilled, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, stop, get a feed, and then get back on the road and try and pick up another big group again. Yeah, riding in the groups is brilliant. Kind of get pulled along. Do you get in with the group?
I was super domestic in it for the last 10k there, like couldn't get anyone to take over.
Okay, we're back on the road after food stop. Found Ryan.
Hello.
So we're back on. The only problem is we rolled into the food stop in a big massive group. It was amazing getting pulled along, doing a turn on the front, brilliant. We've now rolled out of the food stop. We're on our own, nobody else with us, but we will either pick up a group or a group will pick us up on the way for sure. But yeah, back on the road. So we have 37 miles down, 48 miles to go, 2,000 feet done, 3,000 feet to go. Set the back down. glad the sun's come out because second categorized climb of the day, Ballaghbeama, and it starts with a downhill. I've just seen the last bit of this climb where it ramps up to 14%. Oh my word, it's like a wall. Okay, we're at food stop number 2. Sandwiches, Coke, flapjacks, Mars bars, get fuel up. So we're at 60 miles, which means by my count we have another 25 miles to go. So I think we're 100k with 35k to go. And we're over the second big climb, Ballaghbeama. It was a much tougher climb than Molls Gap. It was shorter and not as high in terms of elevation, but it was very steep at the end. It ramped up to like 14%. See when I come around that corner and saw that rising up in front of me. So I dropped Ryan at that point, but I've met him again at the food stop. So the downside, the descent was good fun. That was a good descent. The downside is with the food stops, after we've stopped at the first food stop, we've kind of picked up little grips here and there, but we don't have the same kind of big grip that we had for the first kind of half of the ride. So that last kind of 50k's or so, I've been mostly on my own or in groups of 2 or 3, and then when they put the hammer down, I can't stay on, or I catch up with the group and I'm too quick for them. So it's really hard to find a group with the right pace. But yeah, so get this foot in us, and then we'll crack on. And I think we're going to come in probably just under 5 hours, maybe total riding time. So good going. 19 mile an hour average at the minute. We just dropped. It's 20 mile an hour for the first half. So. But yeah, get some food. Well, Roy, how you getting on?
Top class. Food excellent, route fantastic, blue skies.
I know.
Lovely.
Well, eventually got the blue skies. Okay, that's us. 100k in. Food stop done. Back on the road. Oh.
I'll just go in.
So this is the start of the sprint section. As you can tell, I'm not sprinting it. It's a 700-meter sprint section. Like, I've maybe sprinted 100 meters. 700 meters of bunkers. I'm absolutely not sprinting it. Good man, Roy.
Perfect.
Standing up, stretching.
Done. Haley, 5.26 miles, 5,075 feet of elevation. Got myself a nice little medal. It's quite cool. And I don't know where Ryan is, but Ryan and I finished at the same time, like exactly the same time. Proper sprinting each other for the line. Class. Oh. That last 20 miles is brutal.
Some event, isn't it?
That's brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant.
Alright, so that last 20 miles was tough going. Yeah, that was tough 20 miles. But got there. Well, back at the hotel. So after a cool and misty start this morning, the sun came out, as you saw, just as we kind of come down off the first climb off Molls Gap down towards Kenmare. That was a really brilliant event. I was a little worried, like there were thousands of cyclists, like thousands, I don't know how many in total, but yeah, thousands of cyclists, and I was a bit worried that actually it was going to be really sketchy and bunching up, and you know, yeah, especially when you get onto the climb. I was worried that when you got onto the climb, you're going to have such differing abilities that you'll have people, you know, maybe walking, you'll have people going slow, and trying to weave in and out was going to be hard. But actually when we got onto the climb, yes, everybody strung out a bit further, but that was one of the closed road sections, so it was fine. You could use the full width of the road, but yeah, so that was okay. You did definitely have to have your wits about you when you were rolling out at the start, because there were so many people. You just had to pay good attention. But yeah, that was fine. And then dropped down around Ballaghbeama. The second climb was much harder. Molls Gap was a nice steady gradient, then it dropped down in the middle, and then another steady gradient on up, and Ballaghbeama was lumpy, and then ramped up to 14% at the end, and that was a real kicker at the end. The descent off both of them was brilliant. I have to say, incredible event. Such a well run event. Most of the roads were closed, and where the roads weren't closed, yeah, you had to obviously watch out for traffic, but when you came to junctions and crossroads and things, there were marshals at every junction, and they were stopping traffic and waving cyclists through. Great. There were, I think, 5 feed stops in total. Only stopped at 3 of them. One didn't have any water, but so stopped at 3 of them. But the feed stations were excellent, really well manned, smooth. Back to the event village and got some food and stuff at the end. Yeah, absolutely brilliant event. Thank you to everybody involved in organising and running the event. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you've done any of the L'Etape events, I know they do L'Etape de Tour in France, and obviously they do actual stages of the Tour de France, which would be pretty epic. But yeah, if you have done any of the L'Etape events, if you were down in Killarney today doing L'Etape Ireland, do leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you got on, how you found it. I found it tough for the last probably 10 to 20 miles. I was definitely starting to flag a little bit, so kind of took on some gels and electrolytes, so my stomach's a bit funny now, but yeah, the last 20 miles, because you'd mentally prepared for the climbs, and then the last 20 miles was kind of up and down and up and down. Not big climbs, just a bit lumpy. So yeah, I found that last 20 miles tiring. And then we got to the finish, found a little bit of energy to sprint with Ryan for the line, and it was like photo finish stuff. Don't quite know who got there first, but yeah. I hope you have enjoyed this video, enjoyed seeing what L'Etape Ireland has been like today. If you've enjoyed the video, hit like. Leave me a comment down below. Were you here? Did you enjoy it? Did you have a good day? How did you get on? Leave me a comment down below. Let me know. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.